Well, hey everybody, I know it's been a long time since I've done an actual video, not an On Track Tuesday show. Apologize about that, as I talked about my last On Track Tuesday. I've been very busy lately, but I've been doing some work with things on the layout. But I did get a chance today to go down to Decatur for the Decatur Train Fair spring version. Pretty big show, not very many people there, but a big show, a lot of vendors. And I really didn't go into having a list like I normally do. I just had a budget, and I actually walked through the whole thing at the end, and towards the end I was almost ready to close, and I did purchase some things that I didn't expect to come out with this, but I did, and I got great deals on it. I'll show you my rolling stock I got on the way out. A guy made me a deal on this, 20 bucks for these two. Micro trains. These are going to look great in my lumber yard. This one has a load on it. I'm going to have to look at this load because I want to figure out how to make more of these for this one and maybe my other flat car that I have. This one is also weathered. Maybe not quite much to my kind of weathering. I'm going to probably put a little more rust on it and maybe a little more grime, as I like to weather. I picked up from the Bloomington Normal N-Track T-Track Club that Kevin Brown's with. If you're familiar with him, check out his channel. I picked 4 locomotives up. Kato. Don't believe they have decoders in them. I didn't ask. I don't think for 50 bucks a piece they do. No problem. I'll get a simple ticket to my hobby shop, the Depot. 20 bucks. He'll put a decoder in it. Simple decoder, that's all I need. So it's a good deal. Pick these up. 2 Illinois Central SD40-2s. This is towards the end of the era. This is probably early 90s, right about my cutoff for my era. But these are going to look fantastic. Very excited about this. I did not expect to come away with this. Now I just need to get a caboose. All my other stuff, my other ICG and my GM&O stuff, all survived into this era a little bit. So when they started painting these this color, not the Operation Lifesaver, that's the only thing, but in a freelance railroad, I don't think it really matters much. I'm kind of trying to stay within an era the best I can, but it's too good of a deal to pass up. You still saw my GM&O stuff and ICG stuff towards the beginning of this, what they call the Death Star era. That's right at the end of what I'm modeling. So these will work, and this is pretty cool. Definitely. All the other, like the other numbers that I have of my rolling stock, it all survived into this era. So I'm going to take my Intermountain SD40 and roach it up, because it would have been, those will look relatively new and won't have any weathering on them because they'll be new. And that's where they were in that time period they fit in on my layout. So they probably won't get touched. The second set of locomotives I picked up, and I'm very excited about this. Vinny will like this. 2 Kato SD45s. These are very hard to find, as well as those IC ones are very hard to find on eBay anywhere. Great, nice locomotives. I love Kato locomotives. I have my Bachmann SD45. Nothing like these as far as running and as far as detail. Because it's a Bachmann. It just has sound. That's what I like about it the most, because it's the only sound loco currently I have. But these are fantastic. So that's what I picked up at the Decatur Train Fair. On the layout itself, I have been doing some weathering, which you guys know from the On Track Tuesday show. This is my rail box car that I was working on. You see how that turned out. This side's not quite as grimy. This might be like late 80s, early 90s. This I still have to do a little more work on the trucks, but this one, little rust on it. You see that turned out very nicely, I think. The nice one I did based on a prototype picture, or the other ones I'm going to show you. I did this based on a prototype picture. The bottom and everything, you see that bottom, it's grimed up just exactly the way the picture looked. I'm extremely happy about this. I have my 2 GM&O cabooses that I use on here. They survived well into the merger with Illinois Central up into the early 80s. So both of them look about the same, but there's a nice roached up version that you can see the top, got the rust on it. It really turned out nicely. And then the last thing I did, I stepped out on a limb and did a locomotive, and I did this GM&O GP35. Whether that put the rust on the front, rust on top, rust in the vents, like a prototypical picture that I had of this looked like. So I have been doing some stuff. I've also been working on a structure. Robert's Printing has been giving me fits, but I'll get there and it'll be on the layout here hopefully within the month and be looking great. I do have some plans for the layout, and that'll all be contingent upon when I get my build from Vinny. Then things on this other side in front of me, because I'm facing it, will play out. Make some track adjustments and then industry adjustments, which Vinny is going to start working on my engine facility, and I'm excited about that and can't wait. I have a few more locomotives to put in it. It's going to look fantastic. I'm still going to do some weathering in the meantime when I can. I will actually test these locomotives out since I'm done making this video. So, and that's pretty much it for the Decatur Train Show. I've got some footage I'm going to show you here at the end. I hope you guys enjoy it. Sadly, I didn't see anybody on the YouTube channels when I got there. I got there a little late because I had to work, so I didn't get there till 2, and probably 2:30ish, and it closed at 4. So didn't really get to see anybody. I think everybody was gone. So, but we'll catch them in another show or in the fall. I'll run into somebody. We'll see them along the way. Remember, On Track Tuesday, this Tuesday, coming Tuesday, is me. I'm going to talk about how these are going to fit in the layout. What I'm going to do a little bit, I'll show everybody again what I got at the train show, talk about it. Also going to talk about this new change from YouTube. I'm going to do a little research into it about not being able to do live streams on your mobile device. I'm glad I got my new internet when I did. Otherwise, I would not be doing On Track Tuesday this Tuesday, because I used to do it on my phone a lot, especially when I was having internet issues and couldn't use the laptop, but don't have that problem anymore, thank goodness. I may do a practice little run with the laptop maybe tomorrow afternoon or so, depending on how the weather is, if I get to go outside and do yard work. I might try that just for a few minutes, test it out, make sure you guys give me some feedback. So hope to catch you on down the line, but I'll definitely see you guys on Tuesday. Remember, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will catch you guys then. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It says right here on my shirt that I wore at a train show today. So enjoy the footage, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Here at the annual 2019 Spring Train Fair in Decatur. This is a huge show. This is really big, much bigger than the fall. Very huge, wide selection of everything, new, used. Here's some in-scale stuff. Good. That's nice to see. So I'll show you guys some layouts, maybe meet a few of our YouTubers here. I think there'll be a couple here. And we'll shop around and see what I find. Garden setup. This is very, very cool. Look at that. Very nice. Except for it's not black and white. But I'm a little impartial to the GM&O, so as you all know, even though I still model ICG. This is cool, this Polar Bear Express. Very cool. This is a very cool garden layout for sure. If I had all the money in the world in the backyard, this would be it right here in the summertime for sure. Looking at the limited normal in-scale T-Track Club. Of course, you know this one Kevin Brown belongs to. I'm trying to find his module. I believe this is it right here. From Minneapolis area, maybe? I know this is his right here. I think maybe these two are. Definitely this one. Yep, definitely these three are his. Top by the road. And I definitely remember this because I got a video of my SD40 going through that. I think I'm going to buy 2 locomotives from this group, or somebody in the group. But always a nice setup. Look for this on an upcoming episode of On Track Tuesday. when we do the modules, but these are beautiful modules. This is very cool here. This is an absolutely gorgeous O-scale. It's here every year. The turbine's running right now. I'm going to try to catch it, but God, guys, this is a beautiful setup. Always a beautiful setup. Oh, if I had the money in the room, I'd definitely be doing this. Try to get back to the turbine.
The show will be closing to the public in 25 minutes.
So I got 25 minutes to make my purchases. Look at these beautiful locomotives. There's the old U50 U's or ugly, whatever they are. I always thought they were ugly locomotives. Let me come back here to this nice little S2. Smoke in the air. Let's see if we can catch the turbine. Get a good shot of it coming through here. Right here. Here we go. Beautiful always like looking at this layout. Very beautiful.
It's like the visitors are falling off.
Yeah. They have been since about 3.
Yeah.
In fact, I've been cleaning up the hospitality suite because
Nobody's there?
no, it's been
Yeah. You go till 5?
the event closes at 4,
Right.
but I'm scheduled to 5 because I get to clean restrooms and all that good kind of stuff. So then tomorrow morning, they're all opened up and ready to go.
Yeah.
But we also have Theater 7 has a show here tonight at the theater.
Oh, okay.
So luckily enough, I get off. Last night, it's a club car. Yeah. It's a setup. They're all partying at 5, and then I got promoted up to the theater today.
And of course here you got your staging yard.
Tell you what I'm going to do for you.
And Boeing layout would not be complete without Boeing.
When you shut it, the lock behind you. And
Turn the lights off.
Yeah. Well, I'll come back. It looks like it wouldn't hurt for me to run a quick vacuum in here for you. Up to you. So, okay. That way, if you can't find me, you're good to go. Okay.